Hare Krishna. In this video, we will discuss two questions which are generally common among people. Why does Hinduism have so many deities? Who is the supreme god as per the Shastra? Is there any concept of demigods? Let's begin. Indra, Agni, Ganesha, etc. are known as Devatas. Devatas are devotees of Lord, which is being mentioned as Vishnu Bhakto Bhaved Devaha. It means the devotees of Lord. Even in the Vedas, there are 14 lokas which are mentioned, which starts from Satyaloka and ends on Patalaloka. The Devatas belongs from Swargaloka. They are also considered as living entities. They are not God. That's the reason they can be said as demigods, as there was no proper translation of Devatas in the English dictionary earlier. Let's look into the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita Adhyaya 7 Shlok 20. Shri Krishna says, "Those whose intelligence has been stolen by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures." And let's look at the another shloka in the Bhagavad Gita Adhyaya 7 Shlok 22. Lord Krishna says, "Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desires. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone." From this, it can be said that the Devatas cannot be considered as the Supreme Lord themselves. They can't be considered as the independent being, as they are dependent on the Lord. And they are the devotees of Lord. Okay, now let's move towards another question. Now, who's the Supreme God as per the Vedas? Called as Brahma or Purusha. Bhagavad Gita Adhyaya 13 Shlok 14. Everywhere are his hands and legs, his eyes, heads and faces, and he has ears everywhere. In this way, the super soul means here the Brahma, the Supreme Lord, exists, pervading everything. From this shloka, we can confirm that the God is not formless, but he have a form, but that form can be considered as the divine form. Now let's look at the another feature of the Supreme Lord. Bhagavad Gita 7.1. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Partha, how by practicing yoga and full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt." The Samagram in the Sanskrit word in the shloka means completely, which defines that the God is complete. He has everything incomplete. He is not limited. If he is limited, then he is so much limited that we can't measure, which defines himself as complete. Now let's come to the final conclusion. Who is the Supreme Lord as per the Puranas and Shastras? Padma Puran 6.238.40. It's been mentioned that he alone created the two lords, Brahma and Shiva. The two best gods, Brahma and Shiva, act by honoring according to his order only. The wind blows through his fair, the sun rises through his fair. Through his fair run fire, the moon and death as the fifth. It's been stated in the Padma Puran, which declares that the Brahman is considered here as the Supreme Lord, has created the Brahma and Shiva, the two best gods, which works under the fear of the Supreme Lord. Even in the Rig Veda 2.38.9, Rig Veda Samhita explicitly mentions how all gods, including Devraj Indra, obeys the order of Lord Vishnu. Even in the Mahabharata 13.124, it's been mentioned he is called Vasudeva, Vishnu Atma. By this is clear that Narayana alone is the subject of all scriptures. If we go for the other Puran like Garuda Puran in 3.24.45, it's been mentioned that Brahma etc. are the names of Vishnu, which he himself had given to the gods. The wise world Lord did not transfer some of his names, such as Keshava, just as a king, when he leaves the capital, does not relinquish his title or pass it on to another. Even in the Rig Veda 1.15.2, it's been mentioned that he who presents offerings to Vishnu, the ancient, the creator, the recent, the self-born, he who celebrates the great birth of that mighty one, he verily possessed of abundance attains the station that is to be sought by all, which defines that the Lord Vishnu is alone the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. Thank you for watching our video. If you like the video, do like and subscribe.